Go get it. Photo.
It's Week 11 of the National Football League. And the spotlight's on Caleb Farley, who's been stepping up to challenges all season, now at 8 interceptions. It's the Bengals and the Steelers coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world steel capital of the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they've got a full half season since their last loss, winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson: 20 carries, 106 yardage-wise, and the score as well.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. He's got room at the 30. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Garoppolo, nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Robinson with career touchdown number 60. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So now the Bengals get ready for their first drive. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive.
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Just when you want a first down and getting yards. And 2nd and 2. The Bengals at 9-1 on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll check this down to Hines. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
You know, we play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4. Those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers. Usually...
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The offense running out, and we shine the spotlight on the undrafted revelation, James Robinson. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything, every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
7-7, our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. And one more time, that's Watkins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. They'll look to throw here. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to move it.
When I'm in my zone and get it going,